Good morning. It's good to have you back again. Today we're going to be looking at two words in the Igbo language. We're going to be looking at their meaning, their history, their evolution in the Igbo language. Now, the two words we're going to be looking at Raa and Aba. We're going to be looking at the two words Raa and Aba. Now, probably to go into these words, we have to look into their meanings first and trying to get our direction. Okay, so now if you go into the Igbo language, the word Ra is considered vulgar. We don't usually use that on a regular basis because it talks about sexual activity, Ra. Okay, like copulation, so to say. Now going to the word Aba. If you were to ask some people the meaning of Aba today, they might not be able to tell you. And this is what talks about the increase and decrease of prominence of some certain words in the Igbo language. So such a word like that in the Igbo language is Aba. Now, Aba actually means a flat area or being flat, or it also talks about the back. Now today when you talk about the back, you use azu, so you can see the situation where azu to mean the back or the behind area has now taken or swallowed up the use of aba in the Igbo language. Aba means back and it also means a flat area. Okay, so the two words we are looking at today is Raa and Aba. Now you see on one side talking about copulation and sexual activity, and the other side we are talking about being flat or being at the back. Okay, so what is the connection between these two words in the Igbo language? Now the connection, what links these two words, is actually the fact that when you go into the history of these two words, you will see that these two words were one before. Now we've looked into several words like that in other videos that were actually one word before, but in the Igbo language they became two words. One of these words that we've looked at in a very popular video in the past is Tohdah. Now, Tohdah is a Hebrew word today. If you ask an Igbo person what Tohdah means today, they will not know. But then, if you broke it down to the Igbo person to say To, what does To mean? Then they will tell you that To means to praise. Now, if you also took the other part and asked the Igbo person, what does Dalo mean? They will tell you that it means thank you. But you see, these two words were actually one before Tohdah. It actually means thanks and it means praise in Hebrew. But in the Igbo language, it's divided, okay? It's two words, not one anymore. This is called the breaking down of words. So it's the same thing with these two words, Raa and Aba. Now, just as I mentioned earlier, Raa and Aba were actually one word in the old Hebrew language, and that's Rabbah. That's how it's actually pronounced, okay? Now, if you go into the meaning of this word, Rabbah, in Hebrew, you will then see that the word means to lie down, either to lie down flat for the aim of resting, or to lie down flat for the aim of sexual activity or copulation. So you see that the two meanings that you get in the Igbo language are combined into one word in the Hebrew language. So one word became two words in the Igbo language, essentially. So it's interesting because this word Aba used to be used more frequently, just as I mentioned at the start of the video. Aba, for instance, if maybe your parent wanted to tell you to lie down flat on your back, they'll tell you dinaba. That is actually what they will tell you. But you don't really hear such communications anymore in the Igbo language today. They've become less prominent. If you wanted to say maybe stretch it out flat on the ground, you say sayaba nana. Mana, you don't get that much commonly anymore in Igbo expression. So apart from these two ideas, there are other ideas that have emerged from this word, from the Hebrew word rabat. The idea of rest or sleeping. We call it ola or ora in the Igbo language, okay? So that ola or ora actually came out from the first part of this rabat. So rabat, to lie down to rest, is actually what brought out ora or ola in the Igbo language, meaning to sleep. That is why when you want to say try to get some sleep or sleep off or try to sleep immediately, you say rahora. It is this first part of the word that you are actually using to communicate in the Igbo language, this rabat, okay? You say rahora or you say lalola. So that is actually how the word for sleep came about in the Igbo language. Now, you want to say go to bed or go and lie down, you say Nabaa. People don't know that when they say Nabaa, they're actually saying going to lie down. So that is how this word have come about. So you have an instance where Rabbah, one single word in the Hebrew language that's brought about Ra, talking about going towards sexual activity. It has brought about Aba meaning flat, has brought about Ora meaning sleep, and has brought about Nabaa, which means go to bed. So these four words have emerged from one Hebrew word, and this is the situation with several words in the Igbo language. You go and you check, the history of these words, and you see that these words, they may be five, they may be six, have actually come out from one Hebrew word. This is called the historical breakdown of words, and it happens because of the pressure that is impacted on words when they are spoken for a very, very long time. We're talking about millennia. Okay, this words break down into new forms in the new language. So this is where we'll be stopping today. I hope to see you in another video. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.